Turn off the preview.
Somebody who will swear to be true.
Can we get a check here?
Check.
Check.
Check, check.
Microphone check. Here's how I'm going to be talking.
Need your headphones.
I need my headphones.
You can't hear me.
You ready?
Yeah. I feel like it's going to be too loud.
Oh, it is. What a cock.
Can we start again? Go back to what it meant back then. Open minds and open hearts. The things that set us apart. Can we start again? Go back to what it meant back then. Open minds and open hearts. The things that set us apart. Can we start again? Go back to what it meant back then. Open minds and open hearts. The things that set us apart.
Here we are. God damn, it feels good to be back. Huh?
It's been too long.
It's been way too goddamn long. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Geep and Gam podcast. Thanks for listening. That's Geep. I'm Gam.
Oh, wow.
And, today we're joined once again by one of our most famous guests here.
Yeah, I don't know about famous, but
The man of many of our firsts, Ryan. We got Ryan in here today. So, thanks a lot for coming, bud.
oh, thanks for having me.
Just do me a favor and hug up on that mic there. Bring that thing a little bit closer.
This is better.
Thanks,
A
man.
little too much. Yeah. I had
No,
to
that's
do it last
perfect.
second.
That's perfect. All right, guys. So what's up, man? This is it.
Not much.
Yeah?
Feels like it's been too long for us because of the two-parter last time.
Oh, yeah. That was a crazy show, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know if you had a chance to listen back to it, but that was the crazy 3 hours of audio.
Yeah.
A lot of comedy. It's almost hard to come back after something so strong, but I think we can do it.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
But if you didn't check that out, we did a show with a Cool Story Show, Dave Meyer and Aaron Corbett. Make sure you go check. Corbet. Yeah, that's right. Thank you. Yeah, make sure you go check that out. And but most importantly, man, how you been? It's holy crap. We skip shows because of snowstorms.
Every week.
You know, it seems like every Monday we got something going on.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Just a lot of shoveling every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know. You
Oh.
go to work, plow comes, you gotta come home,
Oh,
drive through it,
Yep.
shovel it again.
exactly, dude. They dicked me the other day, man. I was, I spent all day Monday cleaning up the snow, and then Tuesday morning, not even thinking about it. I get in my car, I clean it off, and then I start backing up, and I'm going, and then game over.
Oh, you got stuck?
Oh yeah, so I had to get out, fucking shovel my tires out. I'm already a half hour late, or whatever. Like it's almost 7:00, and I gotta be there. So I'm like shoveling as fast as I can, and then the lady came out last minute, helped me, and then I was like, "Fuck it, I'm already late," so I just shoveled the end of the driveway because I was like, "Dude, I knew it." Spent all day Monday cleaning the whole fucking thing, and then the plow comes overnight.
Yeah.
That's
Dicks
how it
me.
goes.
But I knew because I don't know about you over here, but we had really bad winds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, we usually have wind up there anyways. Like
Hmm.
Monday, the drifts are so high behind my car. Regular.
This last storm?
Yeah.
You had drifts?
Oh. Regular sedan I drive.
Yeah.
The drifts behind my car were over the trunk. 4 feet high or whatever.
Wow.
I had to shovel out. There was more snow than all winter long.
Just
So-
the drift.
Yeah, but I knew it would be bad too because the wind kept going all night. So I got up at 4 on Tuesday, which is early, a little earlier than normal,
Yeah.
to freaking shovel out, and I was still 15 minutes late. I had to shovel the driveway all again.
Yeah.
Between the plow and all the drifts.
Jesus. And not only that, you're driving into work, sweating your balls off and tired. Last thing you want to do is go to work and work another 8 hours after that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Ryan?
I don't know. I did all right, but I think I had a snowblower work this year. Last year, it crapped out of me like 3 times, so I shoveled the whole driveway.
Yeah, and you got quite a substantial driveway. It's like 2 cars wide, pretty long.
Yeah, and then it's like half of the house is the driveway, so it's not like you can just blow it right into the house. And of course, the only way the wind's gonna go is
back.
towards the house, so it's gonna blow right.
Yeah, you got snow drifts going up half the house.
Yeah.
Granted, I could get out for 4-wheel drive, but
Oh yeah.
my mom and my girlfriend can't get out, so
And even then, when you go to clean it up after you do that, it sucks.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep. My mom gets all pissed off. I'll just drive out in the morning as long as I know she can get out. And she's like, "You're packing down the snow." I'm like, all right.
Still gonna be able to clean it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gone.
Yeah, it's
Till tomorrow.
been. I mean, honestly, it hasn't been that bad because like the first storm that we had, that was the worst, where we first missed that show. Honestly, me and Laura went out there and I think we had like a foot or something like that, and we hammered it out in like an hour. We shoveled the whole. I mean, I don't have a big driveway, but
Yeah.
it's not bad. We just hammered it out, shoveled it, and then.
Yeah.
But now it's getting to the point where shoveling requires throwing the snow as high as possible because
Well-
trying to get it over your old piles.
On the wife's side of the driveway, because we got the pull through, as you know.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I have to. It's up so high. I have to throw it over the fence into the backyard. Like, there's literally like 4 to 6 inches of the top of my fence that you can see on both sides.
Yeah.
But that's it. The snow is so tall it buried my whole 6-foot fence.
Holy crap, dude.
Yeah.
You must have had some serious drifts, man.
Yeah.
Damn. See
that's my boss bust my balls too, because one of the days I was like, snow's not melting fast enough. I can't make it in tomorrow. He's like, yeah, right, because we didn't even get snow at the shop.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's what happened. Like I know where you are.
Yeah.
Compared to like my house, and I used to work across the street. But a guy I used to work with, he was my partner. He lived over near your area.
Yeah.
And his driveway he said you could eat off of it. But about like 10 feet in from the main road, he lives up on a hill. So
Yeah.
the driveway goes up towards the street. He said it was probably like 8 feet of snow I don't know, like 2 years ago. So he couldn't even go to work because of the snow drifts going up. And my boss is just like, "You're lying. You got to be lying. Like, how could it?" But no, it seriously does happen. You spend all day just trying to get out of the driveway, and then you're like, "Yeah, the hell with it."
Yeah.
Oh, I'll never get used to it, man. No matter. I mean, like I think we were saying, like you get to a point where I love snow. This is great, and then the more it comes, and it's more constant. It's like, I'm so sick of this crap. I'm ready for it to be over.
Yeah. No, I gotta say, I'm not like that.
No?
No. I mean, we lived in the desert. I know what it is to live in New England, and
Yeah.
I live here for a reason. I could have moved away.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, I do love it, but it's just, I guess I'm sick of the labor involved of fucking when it rains, you don't got to do nothing.
Right.
You just stay inside. But when it snows, you got to get your ass out there and move it. Otherwise, you're gonna be trapped there for good.
Yeah. That and the leaves. I think I'd rather do snow than leaves any day.
Hell yeah.
Because snow doesn't blow away on you, and you got to get it out for the truck.
Yeah.
See, I'd rather leaves all day.
Yeah.
Serious? Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Well, I'm not one of those prima donnas that, rakes their lawn and stuff. Because all that does is feed your grass anyways. If you just leave it, it breaks down over winter.
Oh.
And gives you a healthier lawn in the spring.
You just fucking leave it?
Yeah.
Dude, but then it looks like asshole in the spring, and then
No,
what,
it's
you
not.
mow it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a bad.
If you mulch it all up, snow goes over, it decomposes, boom, you're good.
Never raking again.
Yeah.
That or blow it in one pile, mulch it all up, and put your garden there next year.
Yeah, because I use one of those like the smallest battery powered like leaf blowers, and it was honestly like after doing just the driveway, I was like, fuck this. I just went right to raking the whole yard because I was like, I cannot use this thing.
That's when you just give in and buy one of those backpack blowers.
Oh yeah,
that's what I want.
Those things are awesome.
We got one of the push ones, and I like
blower.
Yeah, those are sick.
Yeah,
we had one of my
Oh
parents.
yeah, all right. I know what you're talking about.
Big ass
the right
turbine.
angle guy.
Yeah. But the only problem with those is like it goes in two directions. You can either shoot it forward or to the left.
Huh.
But I always need it on the right. So I gotta like walk around. I'm like walking in the woods, trying not to blow it all in my neighbor's yard and stuff.
See, I feel like I'd forget and just like turn around like I'm mowing the lawn and pull everything back the other way.
Yeah, because you got to walk forward and then kind of walk backwards
Yeah.
and then just keep doing this motion. Yeah, that sucks. Man. Well, at least it seems like people are calming down though. Last show I was talking about how like gas was running out places and the grocery stores are crazy. But now, it's like after that first crazy storm, everybody starts freaking out the first big blizzard, and then got to get your bread and milk. But now,
hopefully everybody's
like
stocked up still.
Yeah, everybody's in the another snowstorm.
See, I heard on the other day, the radio the other day, I should say. Some woman called in. It's like, yeah, I'm finally getting used to driving in the snow. It's like, what the hell? You live in Connecticut. Are you serious?
After 40 years.
Yeah. Or do you forget every summer?
Yeah.
You gotta slow down.
Dude, honestly, people do, man.
Yeah.
You see people just flooring it, going like 50 when in the middle of a blizzard, and you're just waiting for them to end up on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you see people like 50, 60 years old, live in Connecticut their whole life, same town, kind of people, and they're still bitching about the snow. And they're like, I gotta move. Anyone who ever said that is never gonna fucking move.
Nah.
No, never.
Where are you gonna go?
They're never gonna move.
Anywhere you go, there's gonna be just as many problems.
Yep.
I mean,
think about it.
Everybody's like, "Oh, I'm moving to Florida." Fuck Florida. That's like the biggest shithole there is.
Yeah, Florida's pretty crazy.
It's a fucking armpit, man.
Grass is always greener.
Right.
Yeah.
You go down to Florida. Oh well, you're gonna have tornadoes and hurricanes always hitting you.
Yeah. Plus, it's muggy as fuck. There's lizards everywhere.
Yeah, everything's trying to eat you.
Yeah. Alligators. Yeah.
You go down to Texas. I don't know. I can't really say anything bad about Texas. I mean, other than it's hot.
It's bigger there.
It's. I mean, I can't say
Everything.
I haven't been. California, there's sinkholes and
Oh yeah.
earthquakes and all that.
L.A. traffic and.
Right.
Yeah. And then everybody's like, the Carolinas seems to be the new big thing.
Yeah.
But dude, there's a bunch of fucking rednecks and
There's no
Bible
work down
huggers
there.
and. Huh?
There's no work down there either.
There you go. And there's bamboo everywhere. It's like a problem down there.
There's bamboo wherever you plant it.
Yeah, exactly. That
Creates a problem.
I heard about that. My cousin came up and he was telling me that at some point, like they planted this like bamboo, and it like started running wild, and now it's become a problem, and they can't get rid of it because it's everywhere. Like people plant it for like decoration and like think it looks nice.
Yeah,
but then
Well,
it
it
ends up
is.
taking over everything.
But it's a weed, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a weed. It grows like a weed.
Yeah.
But it's a good like property barrier if you have a couple acres, because it can grow so thick that like even some deer can't get through.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a good barrier, a natural living barrier. There's your no work necessary, no
Well, you got to keep it from spreading onto your lawn, which I guess,
Well, if
to
you
get
have-
something to hack that shit down is not easy because it's pretty thick.
Yeah, it depends. Bamboo can grow anywhere from like cattails up to like bamboo lumber, like timber,
Yep.
where they build houses and stuff where it's like massive. Yeah, it depends on what kind they plant.
But yeah.
That would be a bad business, going down there and start, throwing bamboo seeds and then opening up
I think
a
it grows
bamboo
faster
removal
than you-
company.
Well,
'Cause
they got tree guys down there.
Well, I would specialize.
Yeah.
I would do it. Or,
There's
you know,
one
maybe
thing I
start it
know.
up here.
Yeah.
I can start it up here.
I mean, it's all how you look at it too, because people see it as a problem. But look at China, where they have that's across their countryside, and all they do is clear it like we do of trees and build houses out of it.
Yeah, that's true.
But all we want to do is chop and burn, or
Well, I don't think southern
Mulch.
rednecks are building bamboo houses.
Goddamn
they
cannabis.
surround their trailer with a nice bamboo.
Maybe make tiki torches out of them.
Yeah,
That's
there you
about
go.
all they could do.
That's
Outside their
fuck
double wide.
torches.
next thing you know, Carolinas are all lit up.
See it from space from
Yeah.
all the fucking
Them their goddamn tikis.
goddamn luau's everywhere.
Oh,
Oh man.
yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful in the winter. You can get dehydrated.
Yeah?
Yeah. You know you could lose up to 2 quarts of your body's water in the winter.
I believe it.
Yeah, when you go outside and you see that condensation when you breathe, you can see how much faster you're
Oh, that's
losing
what
it.
that is.
That's actually moisture leaving your body?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Well, all right. I just sound
Think about
stupid,
that.
but
2 quarts. That's like
people
make like pitchers of iced tea for the family.
Holy crap.
You know.
That's probably why I feel like shit all winter. Losing that much water.
Hey, you're
All right.
complaining about your headaches when you're dehydrated.
Water
Oh,
break.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if it happens more in the winter, that might be because you don't know.
Well, that.
Well, I mean, in the
sorry for
winter,
the
in the
sound
winter too,
effects.
your
Now you're
body,
making me thirsty.
your body loses its thirst sensation. It could be up to like 40%.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that on top of like blasting heat, dry heat in the house, and then
Yeah.
whether it be fire or forced hot air or anything, it dries you out. And then,
Yeah. I don't know. What I was reading didn't go too in particular into like your immediate environment.
yeah.
It was just more of winter, cold weather overall, rather than your heating system and
Dude, I feel
furnaces.
Furnaces. No, I feel it, man. I mean, you look at your hands, you look at your, chapped lips all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, it's unavoidable, man.
Yeah.
It's the one time a year where I'm forced to put on lotion, otherwise I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Hands cracking open, itchy as hell. Like,
Yeah.
I went through the first part of this winter, like, just...
Yeah. Fine.
No.
Right? No.
It was the most fucking horrific experience of my life. I don't know if it was between, like, some of the stuff at work or, like, just dried out. Like, I was, like, constantly... Like, I was literally scratching my arms, like, right here to the point of, like, ripping them open and bleeding. And my neck, like, up here would, like,
Jeez.
itch so bad that it was, like, painful. And I, like, had to itch it.
Yeah, that's
It
how
was
my
like,
fingers are right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, my hands get like that. Surprisingly, my hands have starting to come back. I think it's because I haven't been, wiping them with. Usually at work, you use alcohol and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I'm always wiping my hands, clean them.
And you get that nice burn.
Yeah. It's
When
like,
it
oh, you got
finds
a
the
paper cut? You found it.
Zing!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That'll find it. Yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely, and it's almost to the point now where, like, when you got these big guys, like, if you forget a day, like, to put lotion on, like, because I usually put it on every night before I go to bed. So, like, if I forget a day,
Yeah.
I'll, like, wake up and I'll, like, go like this with my hands, aka close them for the listeners, and I'll just feel, like, how tight, and it'll, like, burn. Like, because you can feel the skin, like, stretching out and just, like, cracking. It's like, it's the worst. Yeah.
Yeah, my girlfriend uses coconut oil, and honestly, I used it, and it was awesome. Not like you get that lotiony feel after a while. It's kind of smooths
Like,
out.
not
and
like a
whatnot.
sliminess.
Yeah. It's not slimy or sticky. It's just kind of like it. I mean, it's oil. It's
Yeah,
oily,
it just
but
feels like olive oil. It's the same thing with shea butter.
Yep.
It's more just like a natural oily rather than like that greasy.
That's why I only put it on before I go to bed, because if I put it on during the day, I cannot function.
No.
Like, I feel like I'm going into surgery. like after I put lotion on, I gotta keep my hands up in the air and open, because like anything I touch is slimy. I'm on the fucking door handle, like like I can't get the fucking door open. You know, like I make it a point, like if I'm in the bathroom, I have to open the door before I apply lotion. Otherwise, I'm fucking jiggling the handle, sliding off.
Open it with your elbows.
Yeah, you do the old praying mantis.
Yeah.
It's the worst. I hate that shit. Luckily, when I wake up, it's dry enough. But then I accidentally wash my hands, and they're fucking slimy again. It's like, because all the lotions are waterproof now, so they don't come off unless you really wash your hands. So if you just wash them quick or something, like in the morning, or brushing your teeth and accidentally get them wet, then boom, you got slimy hands.
See, it's weird because I always used to wear lotion, and then like working with wood.
Yeah.
Usually it's so dry, especially at the guitar factory. The days that like when I got a new tattoo and I'd be putting lotion on all the time.
Oh yeah.
You'd always see like one hand print, like greasy print on the piece of wood, like the back of the sides of the guitar.
Yeah.
But it's crazy now. I never noticed how much grip you lose when you put lotion on.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, it's painful when your hands are dry and crack and whatever, but I can grip anything.
Yeah.
If I can withstand the pain of the cracks opening and flexing. Yep. But with lotion, it's just like, whoop, whoop, butterfingers.
Yeah, that's true, man. Yeah, because the more you work, like you're saying, you get those rough hands. And you feel like you can, twist a boulder, do what you got to do.
I can, hold on to almost anything.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
I'm a fucking man.
If I have soft hands, I feel like a girl.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
I have to like sometimes at work, I'm slowing down the Bridgeport drill, and I'm like, we don't have like a lever brake or anything like that, so you just slow it down with your hands or just slow it down to speed. So I slow it down to 600, then turn it off, and then I just grab it.
It doesn't sound.
And you know
as
what? Like
it
hurt. It hurt for a while at first, like it was, a burning sensation. Then, like now, it's kind of like, I'm stopping at 900.
Gonna rip that fucker up to 16 and just got a nice burn on your hand.
Chunks of skin flying off like you put
Jesus.
It's really, I mean, it's not that bad, but it does start to friction. I mean,
I could tell you that you guys don't wear rings.
No.
What?
No.
Zip. No. I mean,
see sparks.
I do the same
your
thing, but
finger.
I'll like turn the drill off, kind of like vacuum, and then like grab it. I won't turn it off and fucking grab it. Like Sammy does that, and I'm like, he does it to show off his toughness, but I'm like, there's no way, dude. Craziness.
That's crazy.
Well, when the drill's from like what, the 30s.
Yeah.
To not have a lever brake, I would think it'd be pretty old.
Yeah. It's like a huge blue, like solid, like cast iron.
There's got to be like 30 coats of paint on that thing too. Yeah. I don't even know what. Like, there's like a little light, and then it's a handwritten, like speeds, and they're all like kind of checked off, and it's kind of sketchy, but
it's a badass
it works.
drill, though. Yeah.
It works.
Hell yeah. Yeah. What else? You guys been up to? Anything too crazy or?
No.
Well, I'll see you next time, folks.
Yeah.
That was a good show.
Very interesting. Can't sit still here. I was catching up on my backlog of Rogan episodes.
Oh, Jesus.
Being three
You
plus.
guys started getting me into the podcasting.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I barely listen to any of these shows. But I've been listening
Just
to...
shock the microphone.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry.
Just real quick, one thing he was telling me about, he started listening to, what's his name? Titus.
Yeah,
I didn't know
Titus.
Titus had a podcast, but that's like the one he found and he's been listening to. I didn't know.
Yeah, he's a comedian I loved, so I was like, just type in random names. And because I was trying to find Lewis Black. I like listening to him.
I think he
I don't know if he has one, though.
He used to have one, I believe. I don't know if he's still doing it.
Yeah. But Sorry, not to cut you off.
No,
I
go
was
ahead.
like looking for.
No, I did that.
The way I found Christopher Titus was I was searching up Robin Williams. You know, I want to see if he had any previous podcasts or something like that, because this is all new to me. And then Christopher Titus did like a whole podcast on Robin Williams, and it was like, you know, obviously Robin Williams was a great person. That's just my opinion. He did a lot of awesome things. You know,
Oh, yeah.
Nobody had a bad thing to say about him, really. I mean, he did fucking drugs and all this other stuff, but nobody had a bad thing to say about him. It's like, yeah, he did some crazy stuff, but so he did this whole, like, you know, hour and a half deal just talking about Robin Williams, how he met him, you know, how he got inspired to do comedy because of Robin Williams. I'm like, wow, you know, this guy, he's pretty big. Like, you know, he does a little bit of everything. And I don't know, it's good to hear. So I started listening to Chris Titus, and I don't know, pretty good stuff.
Yeah, and he's another one with bad audio, like Diaz, where it's quiet, loud, quiet, loud.
Yeah. Yeah, because it'd be listened to at work, and I have, like, you know, turn it up a little bit, and then all of a sudden, like, everybody can hear in the whole building. And then I have to, like, turn it down really quick. And
Does he swear and stuff?
here and there, he's not too bad.
Yeah,
That's the worst with Diaz, trying to listen to it at work.
oh, I'm sure.
Because since the shop's not insulated either, and I gotta crank it up now to hear it over the wood furnace and stuff.
Yeah, cocksucker.
Yeah, cocksucker. the other day I went outside to shovel the walk quick for customers and stuff, and I noticed you can hear it outside. This whole time I thought you couldn't.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, the stories I bet people heard.
You motherfucker. Jesus. Because I usually turn it down when people, like, come in.
Yeah.
As soon as they pull in.
Probably think you're in there working, yelling, talking with somebody. Like, who's the Italian in there?
UPS guy came in one day. He's like, "Who are you talking to?" Nobody. He's like, "I could have sworn I just heard somebody else. That wasn't you." And then he noticed the radio, but
Yeah. So, anyways, going back to Rogan. Sorry.
Catching up on my backlog. From January, he had Katie Bowman on, or Bowman.
Oh, is that the one?
She's wrote a couple books. She's like not a naturalist. She's like some bio whatever. She studies the body pretty much.
Oh, okay.
And
It's not who I was thinking of. I was thinking of the one that was on Bert, where she like had that Sandusky thing. But anyways.
No, not her. No. I know who you're talking about, but I forget her name. No, this lady was saying that their cellular waves.
Yeah.
Because I'm another person that keeps their cell phone in their front pocket.
Yep.
Much like most people, yeah.
Yeah, right here.
She's saying that cellular waves can mess with, like, your sperm cells and stuff.
Oh, Jesus.
So, it's a good idea not to keep it in your pocket.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, I just shouldn't keep my phone in my pocket anymore.
And keep writing mine right there.
Yeah. And she's saying, like all this, like, natural, minimalistic stuff. Like, she doesn't have a couch in her house, stuff like that. And, like, sitting on a wallet.
Sorry.
That face.
Sitting on a wallet is, like, super bad for you. And, like...
Oh, well, that, fucks up your spine. I mean, we all learned that from Seinfeld.
Yeah, but, like, everything in our life pretty much is kind of, like, doing the same thing. Like, she said, if you think about it, like, people are needing glasses more and more frequently, younger and younger, because of all the screens we look at.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody takes a break to look into the distance. Everyone keeps buying shoes and boots and everything with, like, 3-4 inch thick heels, even for guys.
Yeah.
So that's why our feet are so brittle and, like, frail now.
Huh.
And, like, all this stuff.
Now, I almost think a lot of that... Ooh, touching feet. I almost think a lot of that is...
I do believe that's called footsies.
I think a lot of that was, like, our generation and the generation above us is probably the most fucked. Because... we kind of like...
The one below us, too. Or behind us.
Yeah. Okay,
they're
yeah.
like...
So our generation, people in the 20s, I guess.
Yeah.
Early 30s.
30s and younger.
Because we grew up with, like, the first cell phones,
Yeah.
like the really serious ones, the little Nokias, keeping them in our pockets all the time. You know, that's kind of when like all that shit started to come out, and we had it the longest. You know, as far as like studies would go, I would think. You know.
Yeah.
And then what else did you say? Like, I mean, shoes. That's
shoes have kind of been fucking people's feet up for a long time.
yeah. But then the wallet, you know, I mean, that's kind of been an always thing. But screens, that's it. Yeah, like, because we kind of are like we grew up with the computer. We grew up with video games. So, like, we kind of almost been doing it the longest.
Right.
Thing.
It's been in our face the whole time.
Yeah.
You know?
But it's only getting worse.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're almost like a good halfway point of, like, I would think we'd be the best. I guess what I'm getting to is I think we'd be the like best test subject.
Yeah, we're like a good field study right now because in about 20 years we're probably really going to see the effects.
Oh yeah,
you know, people when they hit 50, you know, start going to the doctor more and stuff like that. It's probably going to be like, all right, you start having to go to a doctor at 35 now, and you know, all that good stuff. You know, just eyes. I mean, granted, I've never had an eye problem, but majority of people that I know have issues, you know, contacts or, you know, glasses, what have you.
It's everybody I know, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I went to eye doctors for the first time just late last year. That was it. Guy's like, yeah, you're fine. I don't even know how you came. I'm like, okay.
I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay.
No, and I think it's the same with like a lot of diseases too. Like cancer's only getting worse. You know, like luckily, like HIV and AIDS and stuff, we kind of passed.
Well,
it's still around. We didn't pass it. I don't mean that, but I mean like
Magic Johnson.
The epidemic of it is like the severe where people didn't know what it was, and like it was killing people left and right.
Yeah.
Well,
you know, now there's options. You know what I mean? Somewhat. I mean, I don't know. But you know what I mean? Like, it just seems like shit's only getting worse.
Well, to play devil's advocate as far as, like, cancer and stuff, is it... I agree that it seems like it is getting more, but is it also because, too, like, women and wives are making their husbands go to the doctor? Because, like, stereotypically,
That's awesome.
Guys don't go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Me, personally, I don't go to the doctor still. The only time I do is because the wife makes me.
Or you're just...
Or
it's at the point
even
where
when I had the flu, she made me go.
Yeah.
I was gonna try and stick it out for another couple of days before I did that.
It's a good example because Melissa and Cora both had H1N1 last year, and they're like, you have. The doctor was telling me you have to go to your doctor and get the flu, you know, vaccine, whatever. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Never got it.
Yeah,
Never
see
got
how
it.
that would help.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I either got it or I don't have it.
Yeah.
I've never had a flu shot in my life.
Especially when you hear that the H1N1 shot was killing people. Why would you bother? I'd rather stick it out and take the flu on than some shot that immediately kills me.
Right. That,
you know?
I believe Melissa got the shot, and then my daughter got like pills or something like that, or you know, some
before they got sick or after.
Well,
Well,
while
it
they
wouldn't
were
make
sick,
sense to get after.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So it'd have to be before.
they were taking something. They did have the virus, and I ended up not getting it. I don't understand. I mean, I'm not complaining, but I was like, all right, I've never gotten the flu shot, and I feel like, and I don't know, I just don't like vaccines. I like dealing with shit naturally and just roughing it out. I'll lay in bed and drink orange juice, what have you, and just sleep. Then I feel better. You know, I feel better when I feel better. I don't go to a doctor and worry, and I just do what I got to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Maybe it's just because I'm stubborn.
Well, yeah, like he was saying, all men pretty much are.
Typically, you know.
So, yeah, I guess, it is becoming more women are forcing us to go to the doctor. Just fear of the internet. Because now a guy like me who would just feel sick and be like, I'll get better. Now I look up my symptoms.
Yeah.
And usually I find the worst possible fucking, you know, I have asshole cancer. I'm going to die.
Then you go to the ER.
Yeah.
Look at this! Drop trowel.
Drop trout and spread it open.
Yeah.
Take a look at this.
I don't know. This is smelling pretty funny to me.
I farted like twice yesterday.
Speaking of which, when I was doing all this drift shoveling,
Yeah.
you know, I got,
Wait, was that in the bathroom or outside?
well, I tuck my shirt into my long johns and, you know, my pants and then usually a flannel sweatshirt.
Jesus.
I layer up. I'm like an onion. So the other
You're
day,
gonna sweat your balls off.
yeah, well, this is why I'm calling it the layered onion. I don't know if I said that already. So I'm shoveling the drifts and, you know, get a good heavy snow and fart a little. Exactly. Blows the BO out from under my armpits, so it's like, whoo! So then next thing I know, the fart comes falling up after the armpit smell. Oh, peeling back those layer of onions, man. God damn.
Jesus. Yeah, at that point, you just start putting clothes back on so you don't have to smell it anymore. I'd rather sweat than smell any of that.
No, I'm talking like I'm still out there. I just blowing through the collar of my shirt, just straight up through the beard. The fart.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, man, I don't know how you got, like, when I go out there and shovel snow and stuff, I have a t-shirt and my jacket on. Otherwise, like, I'm sweating, you know? I wear minimum clothes when I'm, like, heavy shoveling, because otherwise I'm like, whew. You know, I'm exhausted, but that way, I don't know, I get through it without breaking a sweat, but I don't know.
The other day, I was sweating pretty good, and I wanted to, you know, peel off the layers, but I was like, I'm not working out anymore. I'll just sweat it off.
Sounds like you.
Yeah.
Just create a sauna and, yes.
Pretty much.
Yeah, until you pass out in the middle of the driveway. Oh, man.
Be man.
That's right. Fucking man. This part of the show.
What? MeUndies?
MeUndies. No,
Oh, Jesus.
So I have all these like weird ideas in my phone and topics, but like I don't know how to jump into them. So I'm gonna bring this one up.
Me first.
All right, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Now you first.
All right, go ahead.
All right. So kombucha.
Oh, Jesus. Let me go first.
I noticed that
Wow, how does that make sense?
you just
Go ahead.
bitch slapped me with
Go ahead. Just go.
I don't know. I just really like hearing that, honestly. That and the laser beam. So,
What does that tell us?
yeah. Sorry.
That's why the shades are drawn.
Turn off the lights because it's time. Time for an ass whooping. Yeah, let's talk kombucha. Let's get sour. No, I noticed because me and you we used to be into it back in the day.
Yep.
For you and the listener, I don't know if you know what it is. All right, so let me give you the
No.
because Ryan's looking at me like he doesn't know what it is. So basically, kombucha is just
Old tea. No, I'm just kidding.
you take tea, you let it sit out for 12 months, and then no, you basically ferment tea with like lactobacillus and other different bacteria. It makes it like sour.
Okay.
And kind of gives it like carbonation, so it's like a carbonated sour tea. And usually they add like fruit flavors or all different kind of things.
All right.
So we used to be into it back in our Whole Foods days, and I don't know, man. It seems like the reason I bring it up is I'm kind of being blown away because it seems like every store I go to now, there's like a full like wall display.
Yeah, display case.
They're everywhere, dude. I'm talking places like Target, every grocery store I go to now.
Yeah.
Dude, like
Mama Chia's making a
everywhere. I'm like, and I'm actually like not just seeing the display. I'm seeing like people go up, pick up the bottle, read it, and like grab a couple.
Yeah.
Like, Dude, like, just I don't know who pushed for this because it's like the Synergy, it's the main brands and like
Synergy
Target
and Mama Chia and all that shit.
I don't know how they're pushing for. I don't know if Oprah talked about it or something and it got big.
Yeah.
Well, I can almost guarantee Dr. Oz has talked about it because he talks about any trend, but
Yeah,
that's
kind
kind
of
of
he's the one.
That's kind of all it is, though. It's just a trend right now. It's like froyo or whatever.
Greek yogurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, because basically what it is you get, the cultures and the bacteria is
Yeah.
good for you. It helps you digest. It's almost like a fibrous type thing where it helps you shit and trust me, if you drink a fucking kombucha on an empty stomach, waboosh! That shit'll flush you right out.
That's one thing. Melissa's always into like weird, different drinks. Now she got this stuff. It's black water. It's black water.
Oh, I saw her post a picture of that, and I
Yeah.
was curious what that. Please explain to that.
Apparently it's got. Now don't quote me. It's got the fuck's in batteries? Alkaline in it.
What?
Yeah, it's
So it's
some sort of alkaline. You know, like freaking ingredients go.
Kind of like I mean, when you say there's alkaline in it, I almost think it's like a conducted water.
Well, I think a soil.
Alkalinity in soil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, see, I don't know. But yeah, apparently it's got, I believe, some sort of. Fuck, I gotta look this thing up now. But
Yeah, please do, because, like, she posted a picture of the bottle, like, on Instagram or something.
I just felt like when I went to go drink it, I was expecting. Like I was just gonna throw up in my mouth. But I wish I didn't look at it, and she just told me, "Hey, take a sip of water." Like wasn't even looking, just took a sip, and then judged it from there. But it did to me taste a little bit like metallic-y. Like
almost like a hard water where it has that,
like a tap water. It's almost like someone just took tap water from Bridgeport or something like that, and then put black dye in it.
Oh, so when you pour it out, it actually is black.
Oh, it's black. Yeah,
So that's what I was curious about. Is I didn't know if it was just regular water, but they call
that's
it
what was
black
like
water.
off-putting to me. Actually, let me check this out right now.
Yeah,
Really watered down coffee.
It could be.
Well, as soon as I saw it, you know what I thought of? Coca-Cola Black.
What's that?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Oh, I was telling Laura about that, and she honestly 100% didn't believe me. She's like, that didn't exist.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know how she does it.
Threw away the bottles that we had.
Dude, that was for the people listening. If you've never had it, back in the day, like, 2005, 2006, Coca-Cola came out with Coca-Cola Black, which was...
Coke and coffee.
Yeah, it was Coca-Cola and coffee, but it was absolutely delicious. Like I used to pound that shit back in the day, and I wish I could like see a bottle now, or just like kind of maybe I should look it up sometime. But I'm just curious what like thinking now like what the caffeine content was in that, and like what was actually in it.
Sure, you could look it up.
Like if it was actual coffee or like coffee flavoring, but man, that shit was good, dude. I remember we used to get that from the old store we used to work at.
Yeah.
All right. So this is what it
Fucking
says.
good, man.
Black. It's BLK period. That's what they say. Black is premium fulvic enhanced all natural mineral water. Black is what happens when fulvic trace minerals are added to pure water. Black is powerful electrolytes and a high pH. Black is serious hydration. Delicious beverage without any sugar, carbs, or calories. Black is here and will defy your expectations. Honestly.
It's Gatorade for yuppies.
Yeah.
It's like, and then it shows it looks like shit at the bottom of your fireplace. That's what they
like
put.
fish
And then a
eggs.
few, mint leaves or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's garbage. Don't fucking buy it.
It sounds like vitamin water just reinvented.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And if it tastes metallic-y, who the fuck wants to drink that shit?
Right.
That's gross.
That's exactly what it reminded me of. I'll just put a piece of coal at the bottom of my water bottle.
If you tell
Yeah.
housewives that it's good for you,
Yeah, they'll buy it.
they'll buy it.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
It's an acquired taste.
Yeah. Or you see it on Pinterest or something like
Or
that,
Dr. Oz or
Yeah,
that
Dr. Oz.
bullshit. Yeah.
That's even my sister watches that crap.
Yeah, I mean, so I guess you guys, you noticed, I mean, just to wrap it up, you noticed kombucha everywhere.
Yeah.
And the prices are fucking insane. Like in Target, I totally just remember that. Dude, it was like $6 for one little
For one
bottle.
bottle?
What?
I haven't noticed that.
It was like 4 to like $6, dude.
Back when I was
the
stopping,
synergy.
starting to slow down on drinking it, I noticed it came into like ShopRite here in Connecticut.
Really?
Yeah, Mama Chi and Synergy both are in ShopRite. I think Price Chopper has them. I haven't checked Stop and Shop. I mean,
What made you stop drinking it though? Like,
Expensive.
it's
Yeah,
expensive
for
and
me.
just- besides for water, I don't really stick with anything
yeah.
drink wise. I don't.
Yep.
Yeah.
That, I mean, I guess that and coffee, but like,
All right.
just like anything, you enjoy it for a little bit, but
Yeah, and honestly, it was almost
gets. I don't know. If to me, I want something just besides like a sour, tart.
Yeah, I never knew like when to drink it because it was like I was in the mood for it, but I wasn't because like it kind of tasted weird with food sometimes, so you couldn't
Yeah.
just drink it casually. Like, it's almost like I don't know. It's like drinking soda. You almost kind of think of it like that, where it's okay to have it now, but is it too early?
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
or like, because you can't just have it for breakfast. It's
a
not
good-
like
Did you hear Diaz say that he used to have 3 Cokes for breakfast?
gross.
Yeah.
Did you ever have Oz for a woodshop teacher?
No, I had him when he was a student teacher in mechanics. So
All right. Well, I remember he used to come in with like a Pepsi or a Mountain Dew, like, a soda in the morning. And I remember this kid in class, he'd always be like, "Yo, why are you drinking soda so early?" He's like, I don't like coffee. Yeah, but it's like, come on, you got to think about it. It's caffeine.
Yeah.
It's only
wow, don't get me started. I mean,
well-
one is high fructose corn syrup.
yeah.
That's an addictive substance
Yeah.
that'll kill you, or just a natural caffeine in coffee.
All right.
From
See,
a
you know
bean
more of
that's
the
on a tree.
background.
Well, yeah.
But I understood his input was
Yeah, I
that
get-
he didn't like it, and
I get the logic of a high
Yeah.
school kid, but if
yeah.
Well, for the average American, that makes sense. Like, I need caffeine, but I don't like coffee. It's gross. Okay,
Yeah.
soda has caffeine in it. I'm drinking that.
yeah,
It's the same with, like, I love salt, but I hate potato chips. So I'm going to eat pretzels. I don't know.
I don't see the relation at all.
I'm gonna drink ocean
I don't know.
water.
I froze. I couldn't think of a
If you-
comparison.
Yeah, because you obviously haven't been in the
I'll be
grocery
honest.
store because lately they have a low salt chip.
Yeah, those are good. I like those.
Those are
And
better. Like after you eat those, don't you not want to go back to regular?
You're exactly right.
Because then when you
Friggin-
eat the regular, it's like
You ever pick up a bag of Frito-Lays plain? The yellow bag.
okay,
Frito.
they're too much for me now. I've had the blue bag.
Just a regular thin potato chips.
Yep.
A regular Lay's potato chips.
Mm-hmm.
Plain salted. Yellow bag.
Yep.
There's got to be a fucking pound of salt per little piece of chip. It is
Yeah.
disgusting, dude.
Yeah.
I like the fucking no salt chips.
Yeah.
Fucking good.
I prefer like Cape Cod now. I
Oh,
like
yeah.
the crunchy.
The kettle.
Best. Oh God, now you're making me want some.
That's the only thing that sucks. If you like, again, like I like Mexican food. I know I've said it a couple times in the past, but like chips and salsa, you can't. I used to just get the Tostitos, but now if you have those,
Yeah.
have a little bit of chip with some salt and some salsa.
Yep.
Yeah. Honestly, though, out of all the chips out there, I think like a good bag of like tortilla chips, the salt to chip ratio is, you don't get better. It's perfect. You guys are looking at me, but I'm like, I don't know. I just the way that if you were to have a plain tortilla chip without the salt,
without the salsa, I got you.
Okay.
with just a plain tortilla chip, no salt, no salsa, just
okay.
as is.
Yeah.
But when they add that little touch of salt on it, like
just a little.
it just
Yeah,
it
no, I'm
adds
not
a
saying no
perfect
salt,
amount
yeah.
of flavor, and I'm just saying out of like
But
a
I see what
Frito,
you're
a
saying.
Dorito, a fucking Lay, a Ruffle, like this, a fucking tortilla chip has the perfect amount of salt. Just saying.
Well, hey, no, come on now.
Sanitatis.
She's got a lot of salt on
She's
her.
got a lot of salt, and I like it. I'll lick it all day.
She's been out in the sun a little
I'll
bit.
lick her salty tortilla any day.
Why do I
Just
feel
saying.
like it's just furnace talk, just different things?
That's all right. I like the restaurant style triangles.
You like the old original big triangles, huh?
Oh yeah, big triangle. I'll lick the salt right off. All right, go on.
Yeah, salsa or not.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. All right, I killed that.
queso. In case you wanted some.
All right, so
Oh,
All right.
don't even put the clap.
thank you. That was a good one.
Lucky I'm rolling up my sleeves. So my dog's losing weight. He's put on a special diet. I don't know if I talked about this yet.
Weight Watchers.
Well, he's allergic to something that makes his ears like insanely itchy and infected all the time.
Is that what you found out it was?
Yeah, it's a food allergy.
Something to eat?
Was it like a wheat?
Well, we don't know.
Yeah.
It's a whole process of like, we had to take him off his food, and we used to buy him like the $50-something limited ingredient. Like, it's not go to Costco's or whatever and buy big,
Yeah.
it was expensive, supposedly good food for him. So he's allergic to something, and so the vet tells us, all right, well, we kind of got to start from square one. Let's go back, and he's got to be on a sweet potato and pinto bean diet. And he's got to be on that for 6 weeks, that alone.
Jeez.
So,
Like morning, evening, night.
well, usually we only feed him twice, but yeah,
Oh yeah.
just replace.
Well, you
his-
know what I mean. Like every meal has to be pinto beans and
yeah.
sweet potatoes.
That's his food now.
Yeah.
So 6 weeks to like flush whatever out of his system and start from a clean slate. Okay, so we did that,
Jeez.
and now we can finally add chicken, or it was either chicken or beef. So we just chose chicken.
Put your
'cause-
hands on the oodles and noodles. Chicken and beef. All right, go on. I'm sorry.
So, whatever. So he's lost a lot of weight. He's lost almost 30 pounds.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because he was overweight. He was like 115
He was a big dude.
at his heaviest, and I was down to like 80.
But to be honest though, he never looked like
Well, if you
big.
see, if
Like
you
he was
see
big,
him,
but he wasn't like who. You know, he
if you
wasn't.
see
as
him
big
now
as
compared to pictures of then, he was big.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's like skinny now. His ribs stick out and everything.
Oh wow.
Like supposedly a healthy dog should look. Or whatever. So
Well,
After-
Southern healthy or
no, Connecticut healthy.
okay. Gotcha.
Ugh,
Ugh, that's gross.
yeah,
Thigh gap.
yeah, Connecticut women. Anyways,
Yeah.
so after like 4 weeks, he got sick of the pinto beans. Just like he wouldn't eat them. He'd pick out the sweet potato and leave like a pile of beans. Like, you asshole. That's what. Like, he was
I
like
love that.
almost starving himself, but he's like, fuck you. I'm sick of these shits.
Yeah.
So we tried to get creative. At first we blended them and made like a paste so he couldn't just leave them. So
Yeah.
it came with the sweet potato. He liked that for 2 days, and he's like, fuck that. I won't eat anything. So we tried baking it. So he liked bacon. It baked because it was all like crispy and whatever, like a treat.
Yeah.
And then, and
Fill
of
a
course,
Kong.
huh?
Make a paste and fill a Kong. You might like.
Yeah, but for dinner though, it's too much work.
Yeah, that's true.
Um,
You gotta work for this, damn it.
yeah,
His dinner's bouncing around the room.
but like, cause he's the cheapest way to do it was to buy the dry beans. So it requires soaking, draining, cooking, it's like a whole big process.
That's all right.
Too late.
Well, I mean, that's great though that it's working, and then you kind of that's how all diets are, right? You kind of got to put up with eating shit, and then can eventually work your way.
Yeah.
I mean, protein and fucking beans, pure protein.
Yeah, it's pure protein. I tell you what, though, sweet potatoes made his coat really, really soft.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, real soft, real silky.
Yeah, he was a rough guy.
Yeah, he was a little rough and dirty, but now
Nice. Plus, he's inside. You know, he's not out hiking as much. You know, there's no.
Well, doesn't get that dirty in the snow. We still go hiking.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, that and having the lady in the house full time now
Oh yeah.
keeps him cleaner than just me and him just hanging.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know.
Hanging out in the basement, rolling in wood chips.
Yeah.
That's true. You know, waking up all excited because Laura's brother gave us some eggs.
Fresh eggs.
Yeah, because he's got like a ton of chickens.
Oh, yeah?
So like every weekend I've been like on Sunday or Saturday cooking up breakfast, cooking up eggs, and let me tell you, man, I never bought into the hype of like farm fresh eggs, but holy shit, man, the flavor, wow, they hold flavor real well. Like I made eggs like one weekend. I made her some, and then myself I did just like eggs. You know, I do my normal spices. And then I did like jalapenos and like a sharp cheddar. And man, and even then, like with the jalapenos and sharp cheddar plus hot sauce, like the egg flavor was coming through, man. It was good. So, usually been pumped making breakfast every Sunday. So I was, you know, kind of just woke up, you know, did my thing. Got I was making home fries. Kind of had those going, you know, because you obviously start those first. So, so I'm sitting there, you know. Jesus. This lodgings is actually making me choke.
Gotta keep that water going.
So I'm doing my thing. You know, frying up the home fries, just kind of stirring them. You know, and the way it's set up is like my stove's here. Then like there's an office like right over here on my peripherals. So I'm kind of like, you know, just frying up. And I like, all of a sudden, I see something in the corner of my eye, and then like I hear like scratching on the ground, so I look over, and I see the fucking little cat, the little girl cat, just fucking doing a one-legged skid mark, just fucking trailing, doing a figure 8 with her asshole, just rubbing it, just fucking figure 8, and I'm like, oh, this ain't good. So I call the lady over, and she sees her because she like figure 8s, fucking does a one-legger, figure 8s, and it ends up going into the bathroom, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? She's fucking taking her crayon and drawing all over the place. You can actually see a fucking line. And I'm like, I'm in the middle of fixing eggs or fixing home fries. So I'm like, oh, fuck. You know, I don't want to, you know, I'm trying to do two things at once. So Laura grabs her, picks her up, and she's got a fucking just smeared turd all over her butthole. So it's like, oh, Jesus. So I'm trying to hold her down, and she's got like a paper towel and her, you know, trying to clean it and shit. And I got the war wounds from it. Of like just, oh, it was the worst, man. And figures like I'm holding her down, and then the big man comes out, and he's got fucking litter all over him. So, and he looks super guilty. So it's like, uh-oh, what did you do, bud? And he ended up running and hiding without us like ever saying anything to him. So I think he must have went in there and scared her mid poop or something. And she came bursting out and just started dragging. But yeah, we ended up having to like friggin', because we just, you know, we tried the wet paper towel, kitty wipes. We ended up having to like bathe her in this, or she did, because I was fixing the potatoes. But it was like holding her down, trying to wipe it, like half almost throwing up from the smell, and just looking at it, and oh, it was terrible. With that show, but yeah, that was an interesting experience. So we ended up bathing her in the bathroom, and ended up making really good potatoes and eggs. But I'll tell you what, Sunday morning, I was not expecting that, man. Her doing a fucking one-legged figure 8. Fucking, like you always say.
Yeah, with the crayon.
That's all I could think about was her whipping out that crayon and drawing it.
That's such a good analogy. Crayon on a summer day.
Oh, my God.
2 geeky facts about your story. Eggs in the store. The freshest you can get eggs in the store was one of the reasons why farm fresh is a lot better. Is they could be up to 90 days old.
Like
when Steve the produce guy puts the eggs on the shelf because he just got them off
they get in.
Got off the truck. Yeah,
No
it's like
shit.
it's either 60 or 90 days
Jeez.
old already. It's no. I'm sorry. It's 6 weeks. It's still
yeah.
month and a half old is fresh for a supermarket.
And then the date on that is like another couple.
Yeah, couple
6
weeks,
weeks
or
probably.
yeah, another couple weeks or a month.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and is that why the yolks are yellow and not orange? Like with a farm fresh, the yolks are like orange.
Yeah, like deep orange.
Is that like the older they get, they kind of fade into that yellow?
I don't think so. I think it's just because the eggs you
Hormones?
get. Yeah, it's just chickens with no beaks and stuff like that. But the other thing is,
Wait,
the other thing is,
I don't even know if I want to know about any of this.
How do they talk to each other?
Wait, what do you mean chickens with no beaks?
no beaks.
It's like Daffy Duck got his shot off,
It spins around his head.
No, it's more like a horror movie with like they're just genetically modified and inbred so many times that they're born with no beaks and no wings.
Jesus.
But anyways,
I
so
feel like I'm in. Oh.
yeah, I hate being that guy. So
No, it's fine. I like to know, but
the other thing is, crazy cat lady is a real thing.
Yeah?
Yeah, and it only happens to women.
Like, you mean it's a real, like,
It's a
syndrome?
epidemic.
if you
It's
will.
a real thing. You get
is
it.
that the right word, epidemic?
Well, the flu is an epidemic.
Okay.
Crazy cat ladies is more of a problem.
I throw words. I just throw words out there and then I go. I try to reel them back.
Well,
Pandemic?
there's a parasite in cat poop that can become airborne.
Yeah.
So when you have a cat and you're a female of the humankind, it gets in you and it never leaves you and it can drive you crazy. So
Holy shit.
crazy cat lady is literally a thing.
Oh.
It's for real.
Wow.
Yeah. And especially pregnant women shouldn't be near the litter box. So
That's what I heard.
if you guys ever have kids, you're in charge.
Yeah, but why? The parasite will go into the
I'm not
mom
sure if
and into the kid?
I'm not sure if it's the same parasite or if it's a different one.
That's what I heard too.
I haven't studied that up, but I do know that pregnant women are not supposed to be near the litter box at all.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah. So if you guys plan on having kids, you're on poop patrol.
I'm the poop man. I got it. I'm on top of it. Wow, that's I never knew that. That's crazy. Usually you just think they're just lonely women that need all the attention. So
yeah,
they
you know,
just
like
get a bunch of
everyone.
kids.
Probably
you
just
always,
adds on to it.
you always think it's just like a joke, like like it's some old lady with nothing but cats. But yeah, it's
Plenty of 'em.
really a thing. Gets in their brain and drives them crazy.
Short story I heard from a buddy of mine. He used to have a neighbor that was, the crazy cat lady. Older one. And she could barely see. And he used to always bring her mail up, to the door. Next door you see her mail or newspaper outside. You'd go and he'd do a nice gesture and bring whatever to her. So I guess he went up to the door as a kid, probably like maybe 7, 8 years old. Goes up to the door, hands her the newspaper or whatnot, and she's like, there was a mouse or something, and it was around the kitchen or something like that. So she said, I chopped the head off, and she's like, can you throw it in the garbage? So
She can handle chopping the head off, but not
right. Yeah,
tossing
I
it?
guess she she could barely see clearly. And I'm sorry,
That's
you
some
do
good
have
fucking agility.
you do have cats, but she had a bunch of cats and whatnot. What ended up happening was she's old. She couldn't see that well. She ended up chopping a cat's head off.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And handing it to him on one of those foam beat platters to throw in the garbage.
She thought that
And
was
he's
a mouse?
8 years old. and he's getting handed a cat with its head. I'm like, what do you do? Like, that obviously is going to scar you for life.
Yeah.
But she thought it was a mouse, you know? Like, oh my God. Sorry.
Yeah, that's trauma for sure.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess she had like 12 or 13 cats, something like that.
Jesus.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the crazy cat lady in there.
Yeah.
Send it in the mail?
That was a sound of her thumping the head off, but it didn't work. Man, that's terrible.
Yeah, and sorry, I keep forgetting you have cats, you know. I'm not as sensitive to cats as I am to dogs, but, you know, I love all animals, you know what I mean?
I can assure you that even if there was a mouse in the house, I wouldn't go at it with a cleaver and start fucking trying to kill it.
Or what is it, cartoons?
Well, I'm blind, so I might as well just start swinging a cleaver around.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, I couldn't imagine that kid. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yep. But I'll tell you what, though. Despite not wanting to do it, but I did it anyways. Aaron Corbet. I'm sorry. We shouldn't say that because he's gonna get pissed. He's an avid listener. Aaron Corbett. He said that his way of dealing with the cat was the old bop on the head trick. Now I know what you're thinking. I shouldn't be doing this. It's not right. You're not supposed to hit cats. But I've only done it twice. All right, bear with me here. I only done it twice, and my goodness, does it work great.
You know,
what do you mean bopping him on the head?
I forget the guy's name, but there was also a famous guy that thought he could live with the bears, too.
Oh, yeah, that guy was awesome. Then he got...
Wait, what's the end of that story?
They killed him.
He thought he could live with...
Yeah, they killed him and ate him and his girlfriend.
Yeah.
You don't train cats, is my point. Cats do what they want.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, what does that have to do with this? But, all right, hold on. So, the biggest problem, as you know, has been when we're trying to sleep, they like to, just constantly attack our feet under the blankets. It's the worst.
I know, but it's funny to watch when it's not you.
I guess it is funny when they do it because you'll just be laying there for 10 minutes, no movement, and all of a sudden you'll just hear, and just start. It'll be like all of a sudden decide that he wants to attack a non-moving foot.
You could feel him wiggling their butt,
and then just he gets up real high and then. And then just starts gnawing on your fucking toes. So I tried it twice, and it was just kind of like a no.
Jesus,
no,
just a little bit of a. I only half cocked the arm. I didn't go all the way back.
No,
I held in the release.
No, it was just
That's
like
why his tongue's hanging out.
All right, I'm gonna use your foot. He's not in the corner drooling, I swear. No, I'm gonna use your foot as a cat. All right. So say that was a cat, I was just like cut the shit out. You know, like a type of hey man, this shit's serious. Cut the shit.
Yeah, more like a tap than
like
a bop.
But it was like as soon as you bop him on the head, he's like, dude. Like what the fuck, you know, it like disorients him to they kind of sit up and they're like, what the fuck, and then he starts licking himself and then he just lays there because as soon as they get in that licking themselves mode they relax, so it kind of disorients them and then they're like, man, what the fuck, man. You know, trying to shake it off, but then they get in a relaxed mode. So I've only done that twice when I'm just because they get me to the point where I'm like, I haven't gotten mad in years.
Ready to punt them?
Dude, like the other night, I was fucking around. I did this on purpose with Laura. We were watching a movie, and they like to jump in front of the TV and then go up on the TV and pat at it. So like I picked the little one up and I was like, "You fucking!" I had her in like full grenade stance and was like, obviously kidding, but she's like, "Whoa!" But I was like, I just put her down. But no, man, it actually, obviously they still do whatever the fuck they want, but those couple times, I gotta say, man, I don't think I'll, go crazy with it, but because the water stopped working. Because they're just like, it just makes them more mad now. So, but yeah, I gotta say, it does work. But I'm not gonna abuse the power. I'm gonna save it for, because dude, going back, like I haven't lost my temper in a long time, but like there's some days where I'm sitting here trying to watch my show or something, and they just won't stop, and I gotta walk away because I just start fucking yelling. I mean, they're just on the ground like licking themselves, don't give a fuck, but I'm sitting here like, God damn it, you fuckers, like swearing up a storm. Luckily they don't know English. Yeah, so I mean it's and I swear I'm not fucking yapping.
No, I gotta say, as long as you know strength ratio.
Oh, dude, they're these tiny little things. Just bopping them like I did. I was like, I didn't want to do it, but I was like, you know what? Let me try this. I was like, I don't want to whale them, but.
Well, you know what I'm saying though, because like if you compare to like how little they are, it could be a lot.
I know. That's what Laura tells me all the time. Because sometimes I'll grab them and she's like, hey, you gotta, it doesn't feel like much to you, but they're so small that little like movement. Because she's been teaching me with that because I'm used to your big guy, right?
Well, because that's the thing too. Is like I'm rough with the dog because he was 100-something pounds and he likes to play rough.
Yeah.
But also some of that's because of me too, because I played rough with him.
Yeah.
And that's the lady's like, you gotta take into perspective, even though he is 100-something pounds or was.
Yeah.
You're still a lot stronger than he is. You gotta think about it.
Yeah.
Because that's like he's pulled her to the ground. If he's seen like another dog he wants to play with and she tries to stop him.
Dude, he's a powerful dude.
Yeah, he's just puts all that weight into it. Yeah. So like
I honestly, if he ever ran at me full speed, I was honestly 100% terrified.
He took me down.
I was 100% terrified. I was like, oh, okay, I'm done. I'm done, man. You win.
We went on a hike a couple weeks ago, right after one of the storms, and it was back when like you could still get to the ice underneath. It was probably the first storm or two, so there's still like that layer of ice underneath.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, he had fun because he'd be running and then all of a sudden hit an icy spot underneath the snow he didn't see, so he'd slide out like Bambi, and then me and the lady would laugh at him, so he'd like get really pissed and come running back at us. And this one time I kept laughing. I was like, "What are you gonna do?" And he jumped off all fours, turned sideways, and takes out my knees. We both hit the ground. He gets up, he licks me once in the face like dick.
Showed you, asshole.
Yeah. And then goes ahead back up front.
Oh man. Yeah, I know. That's I guess the weight to strength ratio.
Yeah.
I know. I'm working on it. I've never had cats before, man. It's obvious. Like, I've had dogs forever. I used to roughhouse my dog, and now she's a bitch. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's that and, like, little dogs, too. You can't...
yeah.
Because that's, like, when we go to the in-laws with the Chihuahuas, the biggest one will you could, like, swat your hands around his head, so he goes crazy.
Yeah.
But then the littlest one, you can't even do that, because, like, if you hit him, he's like, oh. And, like, falls up. Hit him by accident, like.
Yeah.
But he'll like fall over.
Oh. Oh man.
There was this one time where I was over at this kid's house. I was probably in middle school, and his sister came home from college, and she had a bunch of ferrets. So I was like, oh, okay. He invited me over. I'm like, all right, play with ferrets. Cool, whatever. So they're in this one bedroom. There's a bed, the dresser, and then the cage. So they came out of the cage, and there's 3 of them. There was a little one, and then like 2 bigger ones. And so what we would do was we were throwing them on the bed, and then they'd run right back to you because they thought it was fun. And then the kid showed me if you pick them up by the back of their neck, they yawn once and they pass out. So I thought it was the coolest thing. So we kept doing that. We kept they just yawn, like big open yawn, and then just down. They're out.
Huh.
But then you like rub them up a little bit, and they come. It's like they come back to life. It was weird.
Yeah, that's not the only thing.
You rub them up a little bit and they come.
Little free guy. But so we kept throwing them on the bed, and they'd run back.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Wrong one. So go again. Sorry.
So then we got the great idea is that we're gonna flip them. So we started flipping them, and they're still, they freaking loved it. They'd run right back to you. So then I got the
mid flip.
I got the little one, and I threw him up, and he was lighter. He went up a little bit too high. He hit the ceiling fan that was moving.
Oh my god!
And then right against the drywall. He was all right. He still hobbled back to me, not as gracefully, but
Jesus.
yeah. I was like, all right, I'm done. I felt so bad. Oh. So I'll never own a ferret. Not because they're stinky, but I just don't want to kill one.
Oh man.
Jesus.
I'm sure your buddy loved that watch.
Yeah.
He laughed too.
Well, if his sister saw that, she'd probably be ripping.
Probably.
How's my ferret? It's okay.
He's swinging around.
Oh man. What? What are you thinking about? You're looking at me with that.
So I'm not hip with technology, and I really don't care for Twitter or Facebook or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I never know really what's current. So I finally heard about J-Lo and Iggy Azalea having a song called "Booty."
Oh, you see the video?
Really?
So I watched the video because I
hope you watched it alone in a dark room with a bunch of lube.
Really? Because I was okay. Great. I wanted another opinion because I heard about it on the radio. Is how I ended up hearing about it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm nothing special. I got
What?
I got
What does that mean?
I got layers of clothes on. J-Lo is she's
She's pretty attractive.
I was gonna say, she's an older woman, and
Yeah.
to me, aging gracefully is a lot more attractive than trying to
Like Iggy.
follow. Yeah, but to me, J-Lo was trying to be more come across
young?
more sexual and younger like Iggy, but she could be Iggy's mom.
Yeah.
So to me, it just kind of seemed sad.
All right. I
come
see
on,
what you're saying.
Come
yeah.
on, lady.
No, she still hasn't settled down either.
Yeah,
You
she's
sure?
still dating 20-year-olds. But to me,
No, I can see that.
she was trying to be on the same level as
But you don't
Iggy.
want to think of it like her doing those sexual things with her daughter. Like if you
No,
think
but
of
also that video is kind of like a copy of Nicki Minaj.
See, that's what I was gonna bring up. Is,
And if I was gonna compare the two, I'd prefer Nicki.
see, the Nicki video didn't do anything for me. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was
Yeah.
just so
I thought both of them
outrageous that I was like, this is just like I saw the Anaconda thing as to me that whole video was like a joke.
were bad. Yeah.
But then if you're talking sex appeal, I guess the Jennifer Lopez video was a lot stronger in that sense because it wasn't like a joke. I mean, it was more of a serious. I don't know how to, you know what I mean?
Well, to me,
I don't know how to say it, but it was
I mean, I didn't expect this big conversation, but to me, the J-Lo one, it seemed a lot. Like I said, it seemed sadder to me and a lot more
trying too hard.
visually trying too hard, acting
Yeah.
Nicki did not take that serious. Obviously that video is funny, you know, I didn't view it as a sexual video, but like
like Jennifer Lopez, like she's trying to make a comeback and like be relevant again by making her body fit no matter what it takes, and like, you know, doing shit she should have been doing way back in the day.
Shit she was doing back then.
Same with that new movie she came out with where she's like
sleeping with a high school kid or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. She's just trying to be hot again, but
taco flavor cheese.
Exactly.
Oh, Beanie.
Yeah.
Oh, Beanie.
Oh, baby. Yeah, I see what you mean. I don't know. I mean, maybe because Nikki doesn't really do anything for me. But, I've always had a slight crush on the Hannah from Lopez.
Yeah, I guess because she was she was younger and
like,
attractive back in the early '90s.
I mean, she was huge at one point, especially when when was it Selena passed away and she did that movie and.
I would have preferred the Badom.
well,
anyways.
But no, like she was big for a while, and then she did. She was doing a bunch of shows on MTV and whatnot.
Yeah, like back in the '90s.
Right.
That's my point. Is like,
and now it's like you're on American Idol.
Yeah,
you're just trying to use that as
doesn't even do music anymore.
Yeah, like
she's trying to use that as a plug to get big again. You
American
know what I mean?
Idol should be like, to me, her graceful way of like the
done.
next level in her life.
Yeah.
You know, like
becoming a coach
or a mentor,
Yep.
whatever.
Yeah.
Still do, you know, songs once in a while, but don't try and go out and make a tour and dance with 18, 19-year-olds and think that I mean,
no.
I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
I agree, man. I didn't expect us to get into this conversation.
No, I didn't either. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was going to bring it up and I figured it'd fall flat, but...
No, yeah. I mean, it's a touchy subject. He's talking about the Jennifer Lopez.
I mean, then there's Iggy, which she's in the song, but like...
She's fucking wasted space.
I
don't know. She don't, like, her music sucks. She's just trying too hard to be the new biggest ass.
Well, you know me. I won't even go there, but
I knew that was coming.
I go there, bud. I mean, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. I don't remember what I was gonna say. She's not even like.
Well, you were saying she used to be a model and.
Yeah.
And not. It's funny that she comes up every time on this show. Yeah. I think that's what he's laughing at. Yeah. Because remember last time?
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. Like I wanted to bring something up, not knowing Ryan was gonna be here. Yeah. It was like, oh Jesus! Hey, like every time he's here, we talk about this.
Let's go. Ryan's here. Iggy Azalea. How do you feel about her?
How do you?
Oh, you know.
They say she's got a. No.
And now Missy Elliott's trying to come back.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that too. It's come on. Wait, it's same thing. Age gracefully.
Her last song was in 2001.
False.
No.
I listened to
hit.
I listened to a local, independent radio station.
Yep.
And they play a lot of her.
Really?
But it's her doing like big band with like Michael Bublé.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Really? And I hear it all the time.
Huh.
Like
no
they
kidding.
constantly play this song. It's honestly, I liked it a lot, and then I heard it was her, and now I critique it too much. But when I first, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when I first heard it, I was like, "Oh, this is a pretty cool song," because they play a lot of like big band, like Sinatra type shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, this is a pretty good song." And then because she did a Christmas one. And then they also had this other couple
like
that
singing or
like actual like think of Sinatra style like big band singing. She's doing that.
No shit.
Wait, Missy Elliott?
Wait, we're not talking about the same person, are we?
We're talking about
it's Queen Latifah.
No my god.
Oh, I fucked that one up.
Oh, come on. That's totally different.
Yeah.
All right, never mind.
You were going deep too. You're like, oh yeah.
I was really sticking up for her, and then oh shit, never mind.
Yeah.
I was like, Missy Elliott singing.
It's Queen
See, I could see Queen Latifah doing big band more than I could see Missy Elliott.
Dude,
Yeah.
you think of her voice back in like Will Smith.
Yeah.
Back in Will Smith.
No, I mean in Fresh Prince when she was like real young.
Yeah.
She had that like smooth voice.
Well, she was on Living Color too, right?
Yeah, exactly. She's kind of bringing that back, doing like big band stuff. And it sounds good, man. I really like it. But yeah, Missy Elliott, I don't know anything about her.
Well, I don't know. I don't even watch TV all that much, but I guess she performed at the Super Bowl. And she got introduced and a bunch of people thought she was like some new artist.
Yeah, I heard that about
Serious?
Yeah. Yep.
that Kanye song with
Fuck Kanye. Sorry.
no, with
100%.
dude from the Beatles.
Dude, he wasn't in the song. Sorry.
No, but
I don't mean
that's
to
the
get
same,
mad.
That's the same thing where people
Yeah.
think he's a new artist.
Who?
And that, what's his name there?
Beatles guy.
George McCarthy?
George Carlin. No,
McCarthy, right?
George Martin.
Or people are gonna hate it. Harrison?
Oh my god!
Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
Paul McCartney.
Oh my
Paul
god.
McCartney.
No, that's
Talk
that's
about
horrible.
three brain farts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
sorry.
People thought that Paul
got-
McCartney's a new artist that Kanye's helping. All these like kids that are like probably
Kanye's helping Paul McCartney.
well, it's probably
No,
kids,
I know. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably kids that are like 13 or whatever
Yeah.
think that he's an up and coming artist that Kanye's helping promote.
He's like what, 70 now?
Yeah. Well, you know.
He's like getting up there. Yeah. But you know what? And I listened to that song and I see it like on the radio. It says, who was it? Rihanna, that douche, and Paul McCartney. I didn't hear Paul McCartney in the damn song at all.
Is he in like the chorus or something?
He's got to be like, like under the fucking table.
Because I remember Kanye did a song.
I didn't hear him at all.
It's like 4 years ago that had Elton John in it, and I didn't hear Elton John. And I think me and you looked it up one day after
You know
work,
what?
and he was in the chorus, like way in the
yeah,
background.
like
Like,
in the chorus with tons of auto tune.
Yeah,
you couldn't
you-
even fucking hear.
no, but it's like just so you could throw a big
It's
name
upsetting.
Yeah.
Now, who was the only, was it Sting that sings Forever Young?
Yeah.
And he did that mix with Jay-Z. That was like the
Yeah.
last song that I heard compliment like an actual okay, I can't talk on the spot.
No. Yeah, it actually made they complimented
They
each other.
revamped it,
Yeah,
yeah.
and made like a solid tune. I know the one you're talking
And it
about.
was
good.
really good. And I'm not that much of a fan of like Jay-Z's new stuff,
Nah, not at all.
but
in
that
there. It's funny too. Sorry, go ahead.
no, just that last tune that he came out with Forever Young. That was probably my last favorite. And maybe Death of Auto Tune wasn't bad either. But other than that, I'm not too into his music. Like the Black Album was good. And that's about it.
See, I feel like kids nowadays don't even know about like Jigga
No.
and Big Pimpin', like any of those
Yeah,
old
Bad Boys.
Yeah, those old '90s songs.
Nah.
Well, he wasn't in Bad Boys. That was
Bad Boys for life.
no, that's Puff Daddy,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. that's
Sean
right.
Combs,
Yeah.
or whatever the hell he's called
Same
now.
people.
I mean, they're all partners.
Yeah. They're all part
Yeah.
of Bad Boy Records, aren't they?
No, Jay-Z.
Nah, he's
a whole
rock.
different. Yeah.
Was he Rockaware? No, not Rockaware. What am I thinking?
Oh, you know what?
So now that we're
first-
whiter than ever.
No, the first time we went to New York, I thought, Rockefeller Center.
Yeah.
We came up to it and went in it and whatever we were looking at it. So I said
Yep.
to the lady, I said, this is Jay-Z's building, right?
Oh Jesus.
But she believed me. 'Cause I kept,
Oh, you were being
Oh,
you were
okay.
joking?
well, at first I thought it was serious, but like, this is the first time I said it, and she's like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah, why not?"
He
So I
owns
ke-
New York.
I kept saying that. I was like, "Yeah, Jay-Z's making money off all this. Look at NBC's in here; he's making money off them,
I mean, he is a billionaire.
Yeah, he owns Donald Trump.
Yeah, he owns Rockefeller Center.
Oh Jesus. But no, I mean, if you think about it, the Super Bowl's been fucking ruining music and bands for
Yeah.
years. They take polar opposites and they fucking put them together. Like this year, Katy Perry and I didn't watch it, but what's his name? Lenny Kravitz.
Really?
Yeah. It's like, what the fuck? And then, you know, they have like last year was what? Like the Rolling Stones and like
they gotta like take
Beyonce.
someone.
It's like
They gotta take someone from like fucking the 70s who was singing at Woodstock to like now someone who's playing at
let's take Lord.
iHeartRadio, you know, and then they mash them. They're like, all right, you're gonna sing a song together, and it's gonna sound like shit,
Bro, Lord and the Doors.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
And like they're not actually singing half the time, and that's everything's so fabricated. Like, I think what stinks is there's not so many small like bands or like big bands come into small areas like they used to, like Lake Compounds. It used to be the hit spot.
Yeah.
Like fucking Whitney Houston played there, fucking Elton John, like all these really big people, and now they won't even play anywhere near here unless it's at the casino, and then you're paying like, you know, half your paycheck just for one seat.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It stinks. It just, you know, it's too mainstream. They got to get back to the people who are actually listening.
Well,
not just buying it on iTunes.
Devil's advocate again. There's also
no, I turned it down.
Dave Chappelle, as a lot of people know, finally started touring again.
Yeah.
Nice.
Connecticut, I think, was the only state or one of the only states that were such assholes that he walked off stage and said he'll never come back.
Yep.
I believe it.
Yuppies.
Fucking
Yeah.
yuppies.
And
Drunk,
So-
fucking stupid young college kids.
Yeah, so I guess my point is maybe some of those acts haven't come back
for certain
or only come
reasons.
back to the casinos because that's right near New York, New Jersey, blah,
Yep.
blah, blah.
Yeah.
You know?
No, that's true. That's true. You know?
Because, I mean, even at, like like Ozfest
Yeah.
and stuff like that, like...
Well, Connecticut turns down a lot. We could have had the Patriots being played in our...
Nah, bring too much money.
Yeah, exactly. They compound to Southington. No, we don't want it. It's a waste of money. ESPN. No, we don't want it. So Bristol's like, oh, all right.
Yeah, I'll take all this shit
Yeah.
and make tons of money.
Well, Patriots, didn't they want their practice stadium in Waterbury?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure one of the sites they were bidding on that...
Brass City.
Yeah, it was across the road and river from Brass City Mall
Oh, okay.
over in the old park that's still a park now. But
Yeah.
they wanted their practice site over.
Okay.
For the stadium.
I don't like Waterbury.
Why?
I don't know. I just never go there.
Well, yeah, you don't live anywhere near there now.
No, not at all. All right, so let's bring an upturn on this podcast here.
All right.
And
That cheese breath.
what?
You know what I'm talking about? After you eat some cheese,
Oh.
sit there for a minute, go,
Honestly,
and tell me you don't want to go brush your teeth or throw up. One or the other.
100%, man. Honestly, anytime I go to a family function or a party or an event, first thing I gravitate towards out of love, I'm like, oh, cheese platter.
Yeah.
I fucking take a bite, start talking to people. I'm like,
Yeah.
I need a mint.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I gotta try like eating sausages just to get the
See-
fucking flavor up.
See, that's like you. I love cheese. So it's like, oh, yeah, you know, especially cheese platters, you want to try all different kinds. But then you regret it.
Oh yeah.
And every time we go to BJ's and we go to the deli to get some, you know, even just cut American. You want the first slice? You know, sometimes I forget. I'm like, yeah, all right, yeah. Me and the wife split it. I'm like, I'll meet you at home.
Where's the fucking aisle with mouthwash?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%, man. Yeah, and then a lot of times at parties, like, you'll eat some, and you'll get in conversation, and it builds. And
Yeah.
it builds. And then you get to the point where your mouth is so dry and your breath is so bad, you're, like,
Yeah.
talking to people like this.
Yeah, I just start moonwalking away.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go find the drinks, guys. I don't know.
I'm pretty thirsty. I'll see you guys later. You want something? I'll get you something. I'm over here, man.
Hey, where's your fucking toothpaste?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going in the bathroom, like looking behind, knocking shit down, like, oh, fuck.
Just gargling water.
Yep. This'll help.
That's even funnier. That's been in my phone for a while, and every time I open it, I just see that cheese breath.
Oh, that cheese breath.
Anyways, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, no. One thing I wanted to bring up is the big holidays coming up this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Christmas?
Well, see, that's funny because I always
President's Day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I always forget about these fucking holidays, including Christmas. If you remember and you're a long-time listener, we talked enough about it. I just always forget about the holiday, and then as time goes on, I start hearing about it, like people around me, like, oh yeah, Saturday, what are you doing for this holiday? And it's like, fuck. I totally forgot.
Lincoln's birthday already?
I gotta go shoot some guy in the back of the head. No, so yeah, this weekend is the big V day, the Valentines. I just wanted to know if you guys got any big plans for the ladies. Spoiler alert. Nope.
You know what? No, go ahead. All my girlfriend wants, and this is what she says. She wants me to go to Starbucks and get her a caramel frappuccino. That's all she wants. So you know what?
That's a good woman right there.
I might just do it.
So what else was hidden in that conversation that you didn't pick up on?
I want a caramel latte.
Yeah. Yeah.
I made that mistake once.
I want chocolate.
Never forget it again. Nah, we won't do anything for Valentine's Day. Okay. You asshole.
You're supposed to fight with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. That's my head.
Well, that's good to hear.
You got any plans?
No, I have not. Like I said, I totally didn't realize it was this weekend until today when everybody was talking about it.
See, I'm kind of like,
So I'm like, everybody working Saturday? I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. And then they're like, really on Valentine's Day? Fuck. Yeah. So anyways, go on.
See, I don't know if I've got her all the way around, but I'm like Bill Burr, where I'll do something, but I hate doing it on that day.
Exactly. Yep. I'd rather do it off the cuff rather than forced to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even if you want to do something for Valentine's Day, do it before or do it after. Fucking everybody's out there spending crazy money just for that one day.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah.
But I might have some plans. I don't know. Wife listens to this.
Yeah, I didn't mean for you. Obviously, spoiler alerts are not available. But yeah, I was just curious if you guys even remembered it was coming up, because I didn't. But what are you thinking?
Well, all right. I know she doesn't listen to this, and if she is, I got you 2 puppies.
There's video, right?
Damn it!
We're getting cats. We're getting puppies. I'm bringing home a horse, and then we'll get some ferrets. And I'll throw them at a ceiling fan. We'll just keep throwing our animals up and see what happens.
See who sticks.
Well, another reason I'm bringing it up is today at break time, me and Ryan were we were gazing. Well, he was gazing through his phone, and I was eating because I hadn't eaten lunch yet due to some bitch at Walgreens.
Yeah.
But moving on.
Should have beat her.
So he shows me this tagline.
Yep.
And I'm sitting there, I'm eating. I'm like, that's ridiculous. So I go back to eating. He's outside my car smoking, and then he opens the door, pushes all my shit out of the way on my seat, and just sits down with a video. And he starts the video.
I'm Raina Terror, and we're in East London today. I'm here to meet a fellow called Magnus to get my brown star turned into a bronzed ornament.
A bronzed ornament?
I do like trying to experience new things, even if they're weird things. I don't want to get older and regret not getting my butt bronzed.
I regret that already.
Magnus,
Welcome
nice
to
to meet you.
Anus Central. This is my partner Mike.
All right.
Hi,
got
nice
a
to
He'll
meet
be
you.
assisting me while we do a cast of your anus.
Oh, thanks. I think.
I came up with the idea, I don't know where from, but that a sculpture of an anus should be made in chocolate. It just seemed to make some sort of poetic sense. We first started...
All right, for the listener at home, you could get a mold of your anus and turn them into chocolates and give them to your loved one.
Diaz would have a field day.
Moving on.
Anuses, 10 to 15 years ago. We'll cover you up so that just your anus is shown, right? What they actually are...
I don't want to see your face.
...sculpture based on the cast of a real anus. We've got this as well in case it gets messy.
I like how he's dressed like a
wear
doctor,
this
too.
Sometimes. So, if you see me with this and flippers on, you'll know it's probably got a bit...
Serious.
Yeah. Having made chocolate anuses now for a fair while, we've moved into the more permanent anuses made of casting metal or glass.
Should I just get changed then?
Yes, behind the screen, please.
Changed.
And these are available to anybody.
What do you
who
change
wants
into?
to
Yeah.
own
Just drop trow.
or a copy of someone else's anus. What was that film? I think it was something like...
Oh, buffering. Look at this.
Look at that.
Look at this. Fucking internet.
Now, how would you
Sure.
feel if on Valentine's Day, good segue by the way, you got a box of chocolate anuses?
I wouldn't know what it is. I'm like,
Honestly, when they showed it on the video, I couldn't tell it was an anus till he said it again.
Right.
And they zoomed in. Otherwise, it just looked like
this mad surgeon does
like a
an
squished
operation
chocolate.
He stands there with his finger on a man's brain. Do you know that film? It's fantastic. Oh my god! And everybody claps. Right, I'm ready. Bring in the patient. In terms of the casting process of the anus, I think in general, individuals are a little bit worried. Right, you know the position. Strike it up, get comfortable.
You know the position.
has she done this before?
Yeah.
Casting.
Oh!
What's up with your buffer
So-
problem, bro?
All I can think about is, bro, let me eat your anus, no homo. Imagine.
I don't know if I know what that is.
You're offering your buddy some chocolates.
Oh.
Bro, let me eat your anus. No homo. I don't know. That's all I was thinking about all day.
Like, what if someone was expecting to get chocolate anuses for Valentine's Day? You know, just like, a girl would expect flowers.
So,
But she was expecting chocolate anus.
so like what? You'd be disappointed.
But they
if
were
you didn't
all
get it?
out at the store. Do you bend over and do you give her your anus?
Oh, she's expecting chocolate anus.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
good.
like just per se.
That's it. That's good.
So she is now on the tip of her shoulders with her ass up in the air.
And fairly quickly,
Like a blanket thrown over the rest of her legs, just so her butt's showing.
And it can be quite an enjoyable occasion.
This is the weirdest yoga position ever.
You haven't moved too much, no? Yes, you have moved.
Sorry.
That's it. Come on. Ah!
That guy is the least doctorly I've ever seen in my life.
It's like
a little bit
freaking
of an
Mr.
event,
Magoo.
and I think it's something that you might, the person who's being cast may remember for a long while. In your old folks' home, you can turn to some wizened person next to you and talk about your anus casting. I'd be fairly sure that he or she has never had that experience. Pull your butt apart a little bit. Pull your cheeks. Go for it. Bit closer. Go up.
Oh! Oh! She is now spreading the butt cheeks.
That's good.
And he is
The
just
first time
caking it
I
up.
ever tried to do a cast of an anus, I tried to do my own. And I had to wait until my missus had gone out and my son had gone to school.
Wait,
and I
what?
went in the kitchen and I mixed up the alginate and I poured it into my bum. Well, I took the trousers off and put my knees either side of my head, poured this stuff in my bum, and it all ran past my nuts into my face. Yeah, I know, it feels great, doesn't it?
Oh!
Looks like Gumby's having a field day.
He's caking it in there.
You can't get it out your pubic hairs. it sets. It's horrible. Anyhow, carry on. Yeah, but the thing is, you can't mix it with warm stuff. If you mix it with warm water, it goes off far too quickly. Now, what I'm doing is just sort of making sure it gets in there.
You think if she
You can
farted,
put
it
it
would
in
the trap the fart bubble in there?
That's it. Like that.
That or would it pull some into her butt?
I could read your fortune in it later if you want.
Oh, yes.
All right, this guy's claiming he can read her butthole lines.
Okay, now that's going to come out in one lump very soon.
Peeling it off now.
Don't move. Peel it out now.
Oh, I got it.
So right now, the cast is hardened, and he's slowly
Beautiful.
picking it out.
See, it doesn't look like anything to me. It just
That looks like a crack.
yeah, it looks like a wedge of
Yeah.
green.
Yeah, like you stuffed a bunch of putty in your butt crack.
Not even. It looks like you just put it on a table and smushed it into like a
Anus is
pyramid.
gone. I don't know, really.
But he's gonna
Nice
make a
microphone
negative
there.
of that,
Anus now.
right? Yeah.
Oh, hey, you.
Patrick Moore would have been good, but he's dead. Perhaps Patrick Moore's dead anus. That would be my dream anus. The anus of a fat corpse, like Patrick Moore. Would be marvellous.
All right, there's obviously
Be like a star, wouldn't it? And he liked the stars. He liked that sort of nebulous stuff. He could make them in something luminous, and you can put them on your ceiling. And that would be a real tribute.
Yeah, I got my ceiling covered in anuses. It's pretty cool.
Nice and hard. And although it's still damp, it's as hard as it will ever be. So this is the time to take it apart and see what we've got. Yeah, it's the moment of revelation. That's in the Bible, isn't it? See, this is how it came out of you.
Like, what would you pay for something like that?
It almost seems like he'd have
That's
to
what
pay
your bum
you.
looks like. Except for that little knob. You haven't got a little knob.
He just told her that she has a little knob.
I have. Mike would now turn these into the finished item,
Wait,
are
are
those
those supposed to be little butt
fountain.
cheeks or something?
and you will have a bronze cast of your own anus.
See, like before I watched this, we were like trying to figure out like,
Right.
did he pour the hot chocolate down into her butthole and let it cool?
No, you would make a
cast.
mold.
Yes.
What?
So he's making the mold, and then he's gonna make.
Like he just made the mold. He put
It's like a cold like clay.
he put like a silicone in to make the mold, and then he reverse casted it, and then you would pour whatever chocolate or metal or whatever into it. Now that's what he was just showing. That kind of looked like little butt cheeks where it came down, because he'd fill that with whatever chocolate or whatever.
Yay! I've always wanted one.
I'm pleased you said that.
Okay, so it's 4 weeks since I saw my bum chum Magnus, and I just got this. It's my bronze brown star. And I'm gonna display it on my mantelpiece.
I tell you what they're good for, chopstick holders. Because they got that dent in them, and if you can put your chopsticks in them with the right sort of Chinese restaurant.
Like, this guy's got to be so comfortable with his ass. He's probably in
Coffee cups. We
public.
thought about putting one in the bottom of a coffee cup so that when you've drunk your coffee, it's just in there looking at you.
Just winking
Man,
at
this
you.
coffee tastes like shit.
It is shit, Austin. But look at that. Like if you hit, like you were saying, like that. If you handed that to me, it looks like somebody just squished my chocolate.
Yeah, it looks like that right there looks like the clerk boy dropped like a soda bottle on the box of chocolates. You got it on discount.
The fuck is this shit?
Yeah, it's just smashed up chocolate. You'd have to say, no, look closer. It's my butthole.
Yeah, you got to bend over and say, eh?
See?
Eh? Look closer.
You're just mashing chocolates with your dick or something.
Oh jeez. And there's the you can get a bronzed. You can get a nice hard casting of your brown star.
See, to me, like if I
Rusty
saw that,
Sheriff.
I wouldn't have thought butthole, though.
if I saw that, it'd look like little finger puppet, like you know, it just looks like a mouth.
Honestly, it looks like
it reminds me of that paper thing that you go like,
Yeah,
when
when you fold
the
paper
four
up.
square thing.
Yeah, tell your fortune. Maybe that was his joke.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, it looks like a chocolate orange. Just
Yeah.
Yep.
it's got the orange like rind on it, but apparently that's her butthole. So the whole reason that we saw this at break time, and then I was like, oh man, maybe I'll send you a message quick, like, what do you think would be the worst Valentine's Day gift you could get? But then I was like, what the fuck is worse than giving your girl a mold of your butthole? Or vice versa.
What is it? Oh, it's just my ass.
See, I don't think, I don't know. I already started, I guess. I don't see how a guy could do that because he said it gets stuck in your pubic hair.
You'd have to straight up go for the wax.
You'd have to, that's a day's worth of work right there. You got to go in, shave, wax, go get your mold done.
Bleach it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why you're bleaching.
I don't know. I remember, what's his name?
Alan.
No, Love Line there.
Adam
Mike?
Carolla?
Oh yeah, Mike Catherwood. He bleached his asshole one time, and he still talks about how great it was.
What? I just think about bleach like in the toilet, and then like that. Like I'm afraid to take a dump, so like the splash that ever hit you in the butt with the bleach. I feel like that would be
whiter
so bad.
spots on your butt.
Yeah,
I feel like that would hurt so bad. So I make sure I like flush it 3 times.
yeah. Well, yeah. So I figured that's got to be hands down the worst gift you could possibly give somebody.
I don't know. I think I could get worse than chocolate, whether it looks like a butthole or not. Like I said, it looks like crushed candy.
Well, all right. Say I gave you a bronze fucking butthole.
If you
Like,
gave
I
it to me,
spent $1,200 on a butthole.
well, there's a big difference if you gave it to me or the wife gave it to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
See,
If she gave it to me, I'd be mad she spent that money. If you gave it to me, I'd probably wear it on my backpack.
I made you a butthole keychain.
This way, you'll always know you can get into the house.
Jingling your keys. Oh, that's just my asshole.
Hey, could you unlock the door for me?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Well, geez, we're already going on almost 2 here. I guess we should wrap it up.
Yeah, good.
I mean, I got a bunch of stuff to talk to. It's been a while, but I guess we should save it, huh?
Yeah, I got a couple things.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, if you're looking to get in contact with us with any questions or comments, you can hit us up via email at GeepandGamPodcast@gmail.com, or you can find us on Facebook or Twitter. Just search Geep and Gam, or on Twitter's @GeepandGam. And if you're looking for the show anytime, you can go back and watch the archive videos on YouTube. Just search Geep and Gam. Any shout outs? We got obviously Cool Story Show, Dark Angels Pretty Freaks, Snake Oil Comics, I always feel bad because I'm doing this off my head, but 7 Days a Geek, those are good guys. They always talk to us. And Listening Party Podcast, they're good people over there too. So yeah, and at the end of the show, make sure you stay tuned after the fade out music for some promos from some of our buddies over there. And then
Have you been watching our governor?
what?
All right, forget it.
I don't get it.
no, what?
Have you guys not watched Daniel Malloy
No.
I
talk about any of the storms?
No.
no.
What do you?
Alright.
Well, I don't even have TV.
They closed.
Forget it. Yeah, you have satellite.
I don't watch it.
The last thing I caught him saying was it was the last storm that was like pretty bad. Not this past one, but the one before that. That first Sunday to Monday guy. and he didn't shut down the highways. It was actually worse off. And he was like, well, whatever. He seemed just like nonchalant about it. Like he didn't care. He didn't want to waste the state money or something like that.
Is that what you were talking about?
But,
No, you just sound like him.
Oh, I do. Well, then that means he's not very professional. Because I'm as far from it as there is.
You just looked at Ryan like an 80s sitcom. Oh, well.
What else do we got? Any other...
MeUndies?
No, we don't actually have these sponsors you keep throwing. Oh, yeah, Nature Box, guys.
Squarespace.
Squarespace.com. Shit, now they're getting money off us.
Old Mount Music.
Oldmountmusic.com. Yeah, so yeah, it's been awesome coming back in here and talking to you guys, and yeah, look forward to another one.
Yeah. Got a bunch of stuff still left over for next time.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a wild one. All right, well yeah, and I'll be sure to post that butthole bronzing video. Even though I always say I'm gonna post stuff and I never do, but I'll be sure to give you the scoop just in case you want one for Valentine's Day.
The
so yeah,
scoop.
the soup.
The scoop.